Good morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed the structure of some molecules formed by the sharing of valence electrons and seen the formation of covalent bonds by the sharing of electrons in various elements and compound. Beside that, while in the beginning of chapter we saw how many things we use contain carbon. So today we will discuss about versatile nature. As we see, there are so many compounds of carbon, and the number and formula of the known carbon compounds known to the chemists was recently estimated to be about 3 million. This outnumbers by a large margin the compounds formed by all the other elements put together. As we see by mass, even our bodies contains about 96% of carbon compounds, and from this about 18.5% of carbon is there. When our body is constituted of 18.5% of carbon. Beside that, other elements that are present in our bodies or is helpful for making our bodies, these are oxygen about 65% and hydrogen 9.9% and nitrogen 3.3%. So we see that carbon, it makes our bodies 18.5 by mass. So now about versatile nature of carbon. As we see that it forms a large number of carbon compounds, so it has unique property of forming a large number of carbon compounds. So from this, first is that its tetravalency. As we know, it has 4 valency, or it has 4 atoms, free atoms that can join with single bonds with other elements like hydrogen, then oxygen, chlorine, sulfur and other elements also. So carbon's tetravalency make it possible to form a large number of carbon compounds. Now second cause of this formation of a large number of compounds of carbon is its other nature, that is called as property of catenation. Catenation mean the self-linking property of carbon leading to the formation of long chains of carbon compounds. This is called as catenation. So as we see, carbon has this unique ability to form bonds with other atoms of carbon. This give rise to large molecules, and this property is called as catenations. So these compounds may have long chains like that. They may have long chains like that, and these are straight chain. Then it can form branched chains also like that. It can form branched chains like that. These are the branched chains. Branched chains. Then it can form cyclic structure also, or called as rings. they can form like that. Or like that, it can form rings. So this is the property of catenation, by which carbon is able to make a large number of compounds. Now we will talk about organic compounds. Organic compounds, the compounds that contain carbon, are called as organic compounds. So as we have studied earlier about inorganic or organic compounds, organic compounds mean that contains carbon are called as organic compounds, and inorganic compounds that contain metal and other elements are called as inorganic compound. And the compounds of carbon along with hydrogen are called as hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons, these are of mainly of two types. These are saturated and unsaturated. Saturated hydrocarbon, which are joined by single bond. When two carbon atoms or two or more carbon atoms are joined with single bonds, then they are called as saturated compounds. So we can take the example of ethane, when these are joined by single bond, and they have the structure like that. They can be joined by hydrogen atoms and can complete their stable configuration. In the similar way, other type of hydrocarbons are unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons mean hydrocarbons which contain double or triple bonds, or the carbon compounds which contain at least one double or one triple bond are called as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Although we divide these unsaturated carbons like alkenes and alkynes. When double bond is there, when double bond between two carbon atom is there, then they are called as alkenes. And when at least one triple bond is there, then they are called as alkynes. So these are the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now, as I have told you earlier, saturated hydrocarbons, they are also called as alkanes. Alkanes, these are having a general formula, that is CnH2n plus 2. Then I am giving that formula. Saturated hydrocarbons are also called as alkanes. And their general formula is CnH2n plus 2. According to this formula, as given on page number 64 in your NCERT, we can write the formula of some of the alkanes. Then if we take, N is the number of carbon atoms. When we take it like N is 1, then C1 H2 into 1 plus 2, then it has formula CH4, and this is called as methane. If we take N equal to 2, then C2 H2 into 2, because here N is 2 into 2 plus 2 then this is C2H6, and this is called as ethane. According to the number of carbon atoms, we can name them like, if one carbon atom is there, then methane N is for is from this alkanes. Then if N is 3, mean number of carbon is 3, then H2 into 3 plus 2, then this is C3, H6 plus 2 8, H8, and 3 can be named as propane. This is called as propane. And if carbon contain 4 carbon atoms, then CnH2n plus 4 plus 2, then its formula will be C4H12, and this is called as butane. In the similar way, when carbon number of carbon atom is 5, then it is called as pentane. If carbon number of carbon atom is 6, then hexane. If carbon atom 7, heptane. 8, then octane, and nonane, and then that is deca. So these are the number of carbon atoms decide the name of compound formed by the alkanes, compound formed in the alkanes. Now in the similar way, unsaturated hydrocarbon, as we have discussed earlier, they contain double or triple bond, and if they contain at least one double bond, then they are called as alkenes, and if they contain at least one of triple bond, at least one double bond, then alkenes. And if at least one triple bond, then alkynes. So there are general formula for alkenes and alkynes also. For alkenes, general formula is CnH2n, and for this is general formula, and for alkynes it is CnH2n minus 2. So they can be given name according to these, like if C is, if we take N for 2, number of, when this is N is for number of carbon atom, then C2H2 into 2, then C2H4, and this is called as ethene. If C3, then H2 into 3, C3H6, propene. So in the similar manner, as we have given the names to the alkanes, in the similar manner we have to give the names to the carbon compounds. In alkynes, as I have told the formula, this is CnH2n minus 2, then if C is N is 2, then H2 into 2 minus 2, then C2H, then 2 to 4, 2 to the 4 minus 2, 2, C2H2, this is ethyne. In the similar manner, you can do for the taking the number of N, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, you can make long chain carbon compounds. So that's all for today. Thank you. Rajvinder.
फिर आवाज़ देती हूँ।